You can listen everywhere to the Philip Maloney podcast.
But first and foremost, I thought what we go is that we kind of like mix it up already to start off with and go a bit of Cotswolds.
Okay, so that's number one.
That's number one. So Cotswolds kicked off late 2013/2014. That's when they started distilling. So it's a very young distillery, based in the middle of the heartlands of Cotswold. Beautiful surroundings. They are for such a distillery that's literally just kicked off. They kicked off by doing gin. So to help because basically to call whiskey, whether it's in England, Scotland, or Wales, you have to basically age it for 3 years.
Okay.
So you can have what they call new make spirit, which is literally anything up to that 3-year standing, but you can't call it whiskey. So
what's it called before whiskey?
So I mean, we mainly could just call new make spirit.
Oh, okay. Okay. But you don't really get that. I mean, you don't really find that.
You don't generally find that. I mean, funny enough, I have done a new make spirit tasting.
Okay.
And it is generally because it hasn't aged for any amount of time, the alcohol value is a lot higher, and it's not an easy thing to do. But yeah, I mean, pour some in the glass, have a little nose.
Okay. So any particular tips or hints as to what to do, how to do?
Yeah, so you just pour a little bit in. You want to keep some back, so you've got some for the actual chocolate. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so first and foremost, a great little tip, and I implore you to do it throughout the whiskies. Smell the back of your hand. Chin chin, by the way, Salante.
Hey. Cheers.
Hear me now. Smell the back of your hand.
Yeah.
That basically neutralizes all the stuff in your nose. So when you put your nose in the glass,
it smells like cocoa butter.
Yeah, nice. Nice shampoo.
Yeah. It's the lotion.
Well, absolutely. But then, so when you put your nose in, slightly open your mouth, and then that means some of that alcohol doesn't go straight up your nose and really hurt it as well. So there's a couple of little tips for you.
Yeah.
So like that, and almost kind of breathe through, so through your mouth.
Yeah, I can taste it on my tongue a little bit when I do that.
Now, everybody has different, tasting things. So, and some people will like stuff, some people won't like it.
Yeah.
So this is a generally like a non-peated whiskey. So that means that they don't smoke the barley.
Right.
Okay.
They don't smoke the barley.
Indeed. Absolutely. Pure kosher.
Okay.
So just say, do you smell anything particularly?
Well, so far, I smell whiskey, right?
Good.
And I taste whiskey.
Yep.
Because I'm probably a layman. I haven't tasted many different whiskies, but it's pretty good. One thing that I learned as well was maybe, can I drop a little bit of water in it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And another little trick, when you taste a little bit, have some in your mouth and then like ruminate it around your face almost. So literally get it all around your gums, get it all around the back palate, and hold it in your mouth for at least 10 seconds if you can.
Okay, doing that was a lot different.
You get a completely different, what you tend to get is a completely different score.
For about a second there, it tasted like I've never tasted the sweetness in whiskey before. You know, like, it's a sweet whiskey, and I've gone, whiskey's not sweet.
Yeah.
I tasted a sweet caramel, like for about a second.
Yeah.
In my mouth.
Absolutely.
And I think that's all I've got at the moment.
No, but
that was incredible, Pete.
It's all about, it's different ways of tasting whiskey and all that jazz. So also a little trick as well. A lot of people will put quite a lot of water in. So even if you haven't got like a water jug like that or anything like that, literally get your finger.
Water jug.
Yeah, I would be inclined to get pour that water into.
Where's this going, Pete? Why am I getting my finger?
I'll get your finger out. So this is what I do. So if I haven't got a water jug, I'll get that there. Get your finger.
Right.
Dip it
in the water.
Yeah, and let it just drop. And those little droplets, for a small sample that you've got, you only need a couple of things because you can always add water. You can't take it away.
Okay, but just put a little dash of water in it.
I would say, drops. 4 or 5 little drops maximum, and then take it down as you see fit.
Okay, if I don't have a finger, can I use my thumb?
You can use your thumb if you want.
Okay, if I don't have a thumb,
to be honest, but whatever tickles your fancy.
I'm gonna practice my water drops.
Well, absolutely.
Okay, so this is number 1, Cotswold's Odyssey Barley. Is that right?
Yeah. So this is the 2015 Odyssey Barley. 4-year-old. It's 4-year-old whiskey. Now, some of the tasting notes nice. You get. What's it really interesting is you do get, so both on the nose and the palate a little bit, you get a little bit of citrusy notes. You get a little bit of like lemon peel, a little bit of orange peel as well.
Let me go looking for that.
You can look.
I suppose it's subjective, isn't it? Everybody's going to taste something a little bit. Like I definitely for about maybe half a second, felt like I was sort of almost had a caramelly sweet.
Okay, I'm going to suggest something that may hit that kind of note. Then something like a creme brulee. Yeah, very much like a creme brulee. I love creme brulee. I love creme brulee as well, and this is why I absolutely love this whiskey, because it gives me that kind of nice creamy.
I am on an education path here. Yeah, creme brulee.
Yeah, and it's that toffee bit on that hard toffee bit on the top, crashing through the kind of waves of kind of custard.
Absolutely.
And away you go. And this is why, pairing with chocolate, but pairing with different foods, it can be what it can be, because you could pour that over vanilla ice cream with some kind of little orange segments and stuff like that, little berries. That's a pudding in itself. To be honest, the two that really kind of suits this really well, absolutely. How delightful!
Isn't that great? Do you know there's a 16-year-old girl and a partner in this household who are going absolutely beside themselves, because I picked these up about a week ago. Yeah. And they're like, when are you doing that podcast? And when is it going to be over? And when can we eat the chocolate?
Yeah.
So
absolutely. So they're chomping on the bits. So if you start on the salted caramel.
Salted caramel.
Okay.
Just for the caramel. Okay, so that's the salted caramel there.
Delightful.
Bada bing, bada boom. Salted caramel. But we've also got, which we'll
Orange
be trying.
Intense.
I think that's going to be good too.
It is. Previous tastings, Orange Intense has won over quite a lot. Controversial one.
Chili. All my homeboys out there.
Absolutely.
And that one, hazelnut.
Yeah, but it's not just hazelnut. It's roasty, gnarly naughtiness. Oh yeah.
We'll have a good look at that.
Yeah.
So they're whole hazelnuts in there. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's absolute quality.
So Brad, you can open a bit of caramel.
Get open a little bit of caramel action. And
this is such a good thing to do. Okay, that smells like packaging at the moment.
It will open up, sunshine. It will open up.
Right. So we have got. Is this salted caramel or is it just caramel?
No, so this is salted caramel.
Oh yeah, with a touch of sea salt.
Yep.
Okay.
So you don't need a lot. So I don't know whether you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm only going to take a little bit because I got. There's like hawk eyes.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly, and there's quite a few with that. Yeah, brilliant, fantastic.
Okay, so this is the orange one, and I've got a bit more whiskey in here.
So have you gone for the salted caramel one? Yeah.
Oh, that smells. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Put it in your mouth, but don't swallow it. Basically, get it all kind of warm and moist, steady. And then before you swallow, we're going to integrate the whiskey with it as well.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to warm this up in my mouth.
Yeah. So have it kind of all around.
It's got little
crispy little
shards of caramel.
Right. Get your whiskey.
Okay.
Pour some more in if you've got it.
Well, I've got to say, Pete, you were a little bit stingy on your measures. I should have gone for the 50 cls, right? That was an option.
Hey ho. We have got 6 to get through.
That's true. Let's have another go at that. Well, just having that chocolate in my mouth and then the whiskey, it mellows it right out. I'm just trying to think. I think, if I'm honest, it kind of intensifies the chocolate.
Yep.
And it mellows out the whiskey. That's what I'm finding at the moment.
So you get a bit of equilibrium.
And it's still going, and there's stuff going on now at the back of my mouth.
Yeah.
Which is very pleasant.
Absolutely. Well, and then what we'll do...
I've never even heard of that combination before, whiskey and chocolate.
All alone with your kids, with your wife, or with your dog. You can listen anywhere. You can listen everywhere. To the Philip Maloney podcast.